Is RFK Jr. correct about something? Okay, so I'm going through the news as I usually do, slowly sinking into depression, and I see RFK Jr. says, I'm like, oh God, what's it going to be this time? You know, like what conspiracy theory, or how is he going to be insulting autistic people? Like, what's it going to be? And it's RFK Jr. says sugar is poison. I'm like, oh, RFK, wait a minute, that's right. Well, you know, pretty close to right. I mean, processed sugar, you know, high fructose corn syrup is really insanely bad for us and extremely addictive. So addictive that you go through withdrawals if you try and cut it entirely out of your diet. But it does things like break down synaptic pathways in your brain. It causes us to age faster by breaking down our chromosomes. It causes these like weird globules in certain organs. It's like super bad. And there's so many studies on this. It's actually like documented scientific medical research that he is in fact in line with. Like, what the heck's going on here? I mean, it's so bad that the high fructose corn syrup that we ingest, if you don't burn it, it turns into LDL cholesterol in your body, right? So it'll say like no cholesterol in this soda. Well, that's technically true unless you don't burn every single bit of that high fructose corn syrup, in which case it turns into the LDL cholesterol that is the super bad for you cholesterol. So I'm like, how is it that RFK Jr. is actually correct about a thing? And well, okay, but then he also goes in to say, but I don't think we can do anything about it. So I guess he's willing to like collect all of our medical records for like his attack on autistic people, but he's not willing to try and actually do anything about this problem about sugar that he literally just called poison. I'm like, but does this mean he cares about people? Because that can't be right, because the man's constantly making money off of like people dying. Like when he's trying to prevent them from getting vaccines because his company made money off of that kind of misinformation, he shows absolutely no concern for the deaths as a result. I'm like, this makes no sense. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute though. The anti kind of sugar thing is part of this whole more natural branding that he is a part of, so he still makes money off of it, and he can seem like, no, see, sometimes I am in line with this established medical research. And it's like, does that make it doubly evil? And wait a minute, who am I if I agree with RFK Jr. about something? Thanks so much for watching. If these kinds of issues are important to you, please subscribe. Every day I try to put out content on politics, current events, and science from a philosopher's perspective. If you check out my page, you'll find that I do some longer videos where I go really in depth into some of the details on this stuff. And most importantly, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.